Hi, Taehyung lovers around the world. Finally, we meet again on the Taehyung Lovers channel, the most loved, most consistent, and bravest channel to discuss one name that always makes a world stop in just 3 seconds. Kim Taehyung. Stop scrolling. Don't go anywhere, because this video is not ordinary content. This is not a rumor, not cheap sensation. What we are about to uncover are facts, data, and hidden meanings behind a single photo shoot that made the global fashion industry panic, admire, and quietly feel threatened. In this video, we will discuss key points that not many people dare to raise. 1. Why a single photo of Kim Taehyung in GQ Korea could shake the international fashion world. 2. The symbolic meaning of the $18,000 Panthère Cartier necklace that is not worn on the neck, but on the forehead. 3. The outfit details, prices, and styling philosophy that made this editorial be called a work of art, not just a photo. 4. I had an interview for Billboard's digital cover story. Louis Tomlinson openly acknowledged BTS's dominance. 5. Why Taehyung's charisma without gimmicks is actually more dangerous than extreme visuals. 6. And one sharp question. Is the world praising him too much? Or is it simply not ready to accept the true scale of his influence? 7. Kim Taehyung surpasses 70 million followers on Instagram. If you are a true Taehyung lover, make sure you watch until the end. Because here, we don't just look, we understand. Before continuing, don't forget, like the video if you agree that Kim Taehyung is a true global icon. Comment, which country are you watching from? Write it proudly. Subscribe to the Taehyung Lovers channel. Activate the bell button so you don't miss the latest news, the deepest analysis, and the most phenomenal moments about Kim Taehyung that are only discussed on this channel. Alright, take a breath, because after this, you will never look at Kim Taehyung the same way again. January 2026. At a time when the global entertainment world is filled with new faces, instant algorithms, and temporary popularity, one portrait appears and destroys all that noise silently. No shouting, no sensational headlines, no scandals, just Kim Taehyung. When fashion stops being fashion. A yellow gold Panthère de Cartier necklace valued at $18,000. It hangs long, engraved precisely on his forehead, touching the skin with an almost sacred precision, a position that, in the traditional rules of classic luxury jewelry, is nearly considered taboo. Yet, that is exactly where the statement is born. Taehyung doesn't just wear jewelry, he transforms the symbolic function of the jewelry itself. For Cartier, this is not merely an endorsement. This is a redefinition. Panther, an icon of power, elegance, and dominance, turns into a facial accent, almost like a modern crown that asks permission from no one. And the industry knows this is not something that can be replicated, because one bitter truth is reaffirmed once again. True charisma cannot be engineered. Dozens of professional models have studied poses. Hundreds of celebrities wear expensive jewelry, but only a handful can make an inanimate object feel alive. Taehyung does it effortlessly, and that is precisely what makes many people uncomfortable. GQ Korea, a decision that changed the game. For GQ Korea, this photo shoot was a bold move that resulted in a major victory. They did not present Taehyung as a K-pop idol style for fashion. They allowed him to stand as the main subject of the visual narrative, not an object. No iconic red-haired, and no excessive props and no gimmicks. Just body, gaze, and confidence. The result? An editorial that feels closer to contemporary fine art than to an ordinary fashion magazine. Outfits, prices, and the silent hands behind them. Every piece worn by Taehyung in this editorial was prepared with high precision. 1. Custom white silk turtleneck. Hand-stitched by a European atelier known for extreme minimalist construction techniques. Hidden seams, a high collar without harsh folds, and fabric drape that follows the body's posture naturally. Estimated price, $4,800. 2. Tailored black suit. Soft shoulder cuts with Italian structure, lightweight inner layers, and a slim silhouette that does not force the body. This suit was crafted by a tailor who regularly handles male haute couture clients. Estimated price, $9,500. 3. Premium black leather gloves. Selected calfskin leather, matte finishing, and micro-precision stitching that is almost invisible. Estimated price, $1,200 US. Ironically, all those numbers fade away. What the public remembers is only one thing: the way he stands in them. Details that define the editorial. Fake freckles on the face. Wet hair falling asymmetrically. A turtleneck collar framing the neck like a painting frame. Cartier, a red rose. Then a detail barely noticed by the untrained eye. His lower eyelashes. And then something impossible to ignore, his fingers. Every element is not merely aesthetic. This is emotional engineering. This portrait was not made to be liked. It was made to leave a mark. More than 70 million, yet still bowing. As of January 2026, Kim Taehyung has surpassed 70 million followers on Instagram, a number that, for many celebrities, is enough to live inside an ego bubble. Yet Taehyung's reputation is the opposite. He is known as one of the most polite figures in the global entertainment industry. In every meeting, he always bows, a simple gesture that in Korea signifies respect, but on the global stage becomes a symbol of character. In a world addicted to noise, his quietness feels radical, viral without asking to go viral. Every piece of content featuring Taehyung almost always creates a global wave. His appearance video on Vogue's YouTube channel is the latest example. Watched millions of times in a short period, dissected in fashion forums, and analyzed by international media. But what's interesting is not the numbers. It's the emotional reactions. Some are amazed. Some are offended. Some feel tired of seeing his name appear again and again. And that is exactly where his power lies. This GQ photo shoot confirms a truth the industry rarely admits. Charisma does not require noise. A steady gaze, minimal gestures, confidence without aggression. That alone is enough to stop anyone who looks. The economic impact behind the silence. Taehyung's influence does not stop at visual culture. The CEO of Live Nation once revealed that more than 1 billion people visited their website when BTS's 2019 tour ticket sales opened. Now, with popularity far surpassing that era, industry analysts believe that the impact of upcoming tours and albums will exceed the 2019 records, both economically and culturally. This is not emotional speculation. This is an industry calculation. BTS are truly extraordinary. In an interview for Billboard's digital cover story, Louis Tomlinson openly acknowledged BTS's dominance. There was a time when BTS were on the rise, and every time I opened Twitter, they had just taken one of our records. That statement is not a complaint. It is recognition from a fellow legend, an era that cannot be ignored. GQ Korea has confirmed that Taehyung's exclusive photo series will be released gradually starting tomorrow. Each portrait is promised to reveal a different side, and every release will almost certainly trigger new discussions. Because this is not just fashion. This is a cultural phenomenon. And at this point, Taehyung lovers, one thing becomes increasingly clear. This is not just a photo, not just expensive clothing, not merely a magazine editorial. What we have just witnessed is a calm, cold, yet hard-hitting statement. No shouting, no sensation, just presence, and the world responds. Because Kim Taehyung always does the same thing. When everyone is busy talking, he makes others fall silent. And now it's your turn. Is this just a photo shoot? Or a declaration of aesthetic power? Is the world praising him too much? Or has it simply not fully understood the scale of his influence? Write your opinion. Disagree? Go ahead. Angry? That's natural. Because one thing is certain. Kim Taehyung does not ask for attention. He makes the world give it to him. Don't go anywhere, Taehyung lovers. Because in the next content, we will discuss the details deliberately not shown, the meanings not spoken, and the facts that make many people choose silence. Stay with the Taehyung Lovers channel, the place where Kim Taehyung is not only admired, but understood.